salmon. I love this as seen on TV pan. There are two of them, not the copper, what you call it. This is not the copper one. This is Gotham. Know your cons. Fall for the right one. Because actually it works so well that you don't want to use oil if you don't have to at all. I literally use one drop. This is not butter. See? Grapeseed oil. I just like this little spray nozzle. So, it's literally how much oil I use. Stale bread. Because I didn't finish my sandwich earlier. I can't decide if I want corn or green beans is what I'm gonna have. Because my relatives sent some cans of green beans over here. Oh shit. Put your frozen veggies back in the freezer when you're done. I told you guys I use this to hold my ovenwares on the counter and not get stuff on the counter. We're gonna make it lemon pepper salmon. Putting the remaining lemon pepper on top of my callaloo quinoa container. Some garlic. Stick that in there. Look how huge that clove is. Not today, Sailor. Garlic press. I like to cut the root end off. And then I can just fold that back and get the skin off. That root piece is the part that I'll take like a peel. Then I cut the tip end off. Get the remainder of the paper off. Wash my hands real fast. Sometimes I want to go to the trouble of getting a finger caught, but I need my nails to peel that paper off. I get a little paper. So I'm gonna swallow it with Mr. Undrunk coffee. Press this garlic into the fish. Still plenty left. Might put those in the beans. That was not callaloo quinoa. This is the callaloo quinoa. I thought I had some more though. Verbena on the other side. I flip the salmon. I do have this other lemon here that I've been soaking in hot water because it's hard. Hard as a brick. It's my fault. I made some more sorrel. I now make my sorrel with the old school coffee maker because we use a Keurig for a regular coffee. I mean, well, we don't even use a Keurig. We drink instant coffee. But when we want to use a coffee maker, the Keurig is what we use. So I started using an old coffee maker. Not that I already had it on deck, but I went and got one at the thrift store last year. And I've been using it for sorrel ever since. I used it for tea once. Regularly, I had some lemon verbena tea, and I was like, oh, you know what? I could do it in here. And I was like, why didn't I think about doing the sorrel in there? So now I always do sorrel in there, or any tea. Before I let go. 3 tops. And fill this glass up. Put a straw in. And boom. I should put a lemon sliver in. I think I will, just to be cute. Seedy ass lemon. Should I stick it on the glass? Oh, I think I'll dip it in the tea and then stick it on the glass. Get some color on it. Squeeze the lemon in. Just a little of the lemon in. good. It's woman food. And the things I know so much about. Cause they know, so they mind. Making it easy for queen of woman to get my man love. Oh. Girl, if the queen of woman can take your man's love, then two things. It's not a man, and or it means that you don't have a man, girl. And the fact that you entertain the concept that there's something that you could do to make it easy for the queen of woman to take your man speaks to your choices. And not so much to the cleanup woman's appeal to an actual man. Just saying. Don't listen to me, I don't know nothing. Better get here to the cleanup woman. She's so, she really clean up. You're a big girl now. No more daddies, little girl. You're a big girl now. No more daddies, little girl. I might try to squeeze in the making of some juice, veggie juice tonight. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get this sorrel done. That won't take but a second. Ow, ow, ow! Grabbed it with my hand that time like a genius. Because I just want to show you guys. Make sure I show you again. Not that some of you haven't seen it a billion times. We got some new elevators in the house. What up, y'all? I got a whole family of these. They were super cheap because they're plastic. But you can see how maybe you can't. But I put the water in first, and then I pour it into the carafe. The coffee maker. Then I just put a handful of leaves in the bottom of the carafe, make the tea, and then I strain it as I pour it into this glass container. See a little leaf got caught up in there? I'm using my thumb right here to keep the top closed, keep the lid closed. And then I can just rinse this out of the or in the compost if you compost. Always remember to turn the coffee maker on. I don't know if it destroys it, but that can't be good. And then I wait till the coffee maker cools down before I replace the carafe. I actually wash the carafe out every week, but between teas during the week, I just swirl it around in there. Because I've never made it twice in a week. I believe I've never made it. If I have made it twice in a week, it was only once or twice. So here's the remaining sorrel. I'm letting it cool off. And when it cools a little bit more, I then add the honey. You don't want to cook all the nutrients out of the honey. I'll take him some water. Go ahead and use I either found it or washed it. Put that into the funnel. I just want to just in case there's any sediment in there that wants to not be included into this pot. I'm gonna help it out and not put it in it. I'm so warm. It makes me sick. They don't say what kind of green beans. They just say green beans. Don't make me find that farm. I'll be like, what kind of green beans y'all use? So I have a backup, but I need another one because I always like to have a full one behind. What you want? Baby, I got what you need. R-E-S-P-E-C-E me, you gon' respect me. R-E-S-P-E-C-E, you gon' respect me. A month. I've given it no water. It got no sun. And it hasn't gotten any softer. It's gotten a little bit softer, but not much. I guess it's just gonna be my little counterplant. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. At the same damn time. There's still a little bit of garlic in here, and I'm a Mexican minimalist, so it's hard for me to throw it away. I'm gonna do it. Oh, and so y'all know, remember I gave up on growing garlic indoors for a couple of reasons. One, it doesn't smell great. Like even growing, the smell, it smells more than onions, and I don't want to have a garlic air freshener in my house. So that's one reason. There are a handful of reasons. The green stalks do not place green onion stalks in cooking. The flavor is distinctively different. I've always said, garlic, onion, what's the difference? There is one. And once the stalks grew, they kind of collapsed and got limp, and well, I kept cutting them and using them in the food. But once the last growth happened, the stalk got really limp and sad. So to me, it just wasn't worth it. I'll just go ahead and use green onions. And I used to keep them in a little glass vase by the sink, the green onions, so I could just use them, reuse them, and use the regrowth repeatedly. They usually grow back about 3 times before they're no more good. But, I decided to go ahead and go back to soil because every 24 to 48 hours, that stench of the onions on the counter makes the whole kitchen stink. So that's a no. I mean, they don't stink just standing there like garlic does. But once they've soaked in that water for 24 hours, holy Jesus. And I mean the white one. It's nasty. So, yeah, I'm going to stick to soil on that. But, like I said, I do have I always have fresh basil on hand, oregano, even though I don't use oregano. The oregano is not as healthy growing indoors as the basil. And in fact, the green basil grows better indoors than the opal basil. But I like the opal basil just because I like to be different. Yeah.